Hey guys, I have another what I've been melting video for you. This one could be really long. I have a lot of things I want to go over, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I tried to do it by vendor again because there's some things I really want to note about specific vendors, so that's how I'm going to try to do this from now on. And I also have my computer ready. I'm trying to look up some of the scent descriptions for some of these so I can kind of talk about them better. So anyway, I'm going to get started with Vintage Chic scents, and the first one I have here that I melted was Tara Will Never Go Hungry Again. Now this is a blend of wild berry mousse, marshmallow, and zucchini bread, and I do really enjoy this one. If I remember correctly, I got a decent throw from it. I would say about a medium throw for about a good strong 4 to 5 hours. I melted that one in my 24 watt warmer, and so I think what I'm finding personally is I get better throw from Kirby's wax if it's in the 24 watt hot plate warmer. In the 20 watt Glade warmer that I have, I get good throw, but I don't think it lasts as long, or it's not as strong. It's one or the other. So my 24 watt warmer seems to be the best option for at least her wax. The next one I have here was I am so sad that I destashed away my other leaf of this because I was just in a hurry to kind of purge my wax, and when I did it, I think I got rid of some stuff that, like, looking back now, I'd been like, oh, I probably would have wanted to keep that, and this is one of them. And this was an Annabelle doll. Now, I am kind of obsessed with pomegranate scents right now. Like, I am searching them from, like, every vendor to see what kind of blends they have, see if they're blendable, like, if I can make my own blend, and just seeing what they have, and this was so good. I cut the leaf in half and I put it in 2 different warmers throughout the house, and it was so nice. This blend is cranberry, strawberry, and pomegranate, which I'm finding I really enjoy strawberry and pomegranate together. When I smell it in the bag like this, I smell all that pomegranate. It comes out first before anything, and there's a little bit of strawberry behind it. I'm not exactly sure what the cranberry smells like because I don't usually go towards cranberry scents, but I feel like it's a lighter scent between the 3. So that one was really good, and I'm sad I don't have any more. I definitely would love to have more of that if that ever comes back around. So the next one I have here from BCS is 11 Fairy Gifts. Get it without a glare. This one was good. I don't feel like I got a super, like, in your face strong throw from it. What the description is for this one is strawberry, melon, rock candy. And so I can smell the melon and the rock candy. Like, the strawberry is actually a lighter note for me on this one. And it was good, but I don't think it was very strong. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, the throw was maybe like a 6, and I don't think it lasted very long. I think I only got like 3 hours out of it. So, but that could have just been the warmer I had it in, so I will try that again in a different warmer and see how it performs. The next one I have here, and I think the last one from BCS, is Saturday Evening Petite Fours. I'm not sure if Petitfours. I'm not sure if I ever say that right. So this one, so what this one is, it's a mix between Afternoon Petitfours and Saturday Evening Post, which is, the Saturday Evening Post is Vanilla Bean Noel and zucchini bread, and then Afternoon Petite Fours or Petitfours is blackberry jam, butter cookie, and lemon. And then it says is best served with a spot of tea. I don't think tea has anything to do with it. I think it's just her description. But this had so much potential for me because I love blackberry jam. I love it with lemon. And I love Vanilla Bean Noel. Zucchini bread, I wasn't sure how that would play in, but actually zucchini bread is quite strong in this. And it did smell really good. Like, I really do love this scent. But again, I had the same results with this one as I did with the last one. It was lighter on the throw, and it wasn't very long. So maybe like a 6, maybe. And I think I maybe got like 3-ish hours out of it. So that, I mean, it was good while it lasted, but I just wish I would have got either a little stronger of a throw or a little bit longer of it. So, alright, so the next vendor I will talk about is Daphne's. Now, I only have 2 things from her. I know I said, I think in my last video, that I had finished on my Daphne stuff. Well, I found 2 more things. So this first one I had here was Cotton Headed Ninny Muggins. And I believe this is just a really good bakery scent. I threw this in with something. What I did this time around is right after I did my last What I've Been Melting video, I took a box, I went through all my stash, and I filled that box with things that I really wanted to melt. It not necessarily was like older wax, but it was wax that I really wanted to melt and either enjoy, or that maybe it was older and I wanted to melt it, that kind of thing. So I filled it with stuff, and this was an older wax, so I wanted to melt this. So I know I blended it with something, can't tell you for the life of me what it was, but it's good on its own too. So this one was really good. Whatever I blended it with, this blended nicely with it, but it didn't stand out on top of what I was blending. So, but I remember melting this by itself when I originally got it, and it was just a nice creamy bakery note. The next one from her is one of my all-time favorite blend like combinations, and it's Satsuma Blueberry. And even being almost 2 years old, it's almost 2 years old, it's about 1.5 years old, it still had a kick. It was really good. I know I put this with another fruity blend, and it was just so nice the way they kind of just meshed together. The blueberry is artificial, but it was creamy, like, so like you could tell it was like a bakery blueberry, and then the Satsuma is so bright and refreshing that putting them together is just a really great medley of scents. That one always lasted a long time. I know I got a good throw, and it probably lasted about 5 hours or so, so that one was always a success for me. Moving right along, I want to talk about Ava's really quick. I have quite a few from her, as always. So this first one I have from her was Marshmallow Twinkie Noel. And I know I blended this with something, and I know the day that I blended with it, I think I blended it with this, which you guys are going to see this probably in every video because my husband's getting more into wax and melting, so he really enjoys this one and like his Wildberry cheesecake and stuff. So this one he melts. This one gets melted at least once a week, and I'm actually almost out again, so I need to go get more. But we popped this one, I believe this one in with this to fill the warmer and kind of make it creamy. So he really enjoyed that. And the blend was nice, like it wasn't bad. Marshmallow Twinkie Noel to me is not anything I would ever melt on its own. It is nowhere near strong enough. The next one I had from Ava's was Strawberry Marshmallow Twinkies. This one was good on cold sniff, but it was really light on warming. And I know that like marshmallow and Twinkies aren't always a strong scent, but I was hoping that strawberry would kind of like beef it up a little bit. And it didn't really, like, it didn't last very long. I think I maybe got like 2, maybe 3 hours, and I don't think it went above like a 5 melting wise, so that was kind of a disappointment for that one. The next one I have from Ava's is, let's see here, oh, Pink Bread. Now this one did great. I think this one is always a success for me, and I melted this twice. Well, no, I think I just had the one little loaf tart left. But this pour date on this one is 5/21/14, so this one is older, but it still kicked. Like, it was really good. I think it's because pink sugar, for the most part, is pretty strong. Like, it's hard to get that one to not be strong. So this one is amazing. I will definitely want more of this when I order from Ava's next. Let's see. The next one I have from Ava's was Lemon Satsuma Cake. Oh my gosh, guys, this one was so good. I accidentally put in the group that it was lemon satsuma bread. It wasn't. It was this. And it was so amazing. This one is from September. Ooh, that satsuma is still strong in here. The cool thing about this is, I don't know how I hadn't had it before, but I'd not had lemon satsuma together before, and it's now one of my favorite blends because the lemon really tames down that satsuma, but then they blend really nicely together, the two citrus scents. Her lemon is kind of a sweet lemon, which is what I prefer, and then that cake, like, there was a little bit of a cake note that mellowed it out, and it was just this awesome blend. I had it in my bathroom, and it kicked for hours. It lasted, I would say, maybe 6 or 7 hours. Like, it lasted a long time, and there was still a little bit left when I turned it off. So that was a 10 out of 10 for me, and I definitely would love some more lemon satsuma cake from her. Let's see, 2 more here from Ava's. This next one is just pink sugar, which was good. I just love pink sugar so much. So this was really nice. I think I blended this on the same day that I blended the pink bread. I just did a pink sugar day. So This was good. I did it all by itself. I don't think I added anything to it just because I wanted like a full straight on pink sugar, and it was good. And that, I think that lasted, I'd say that lasted maybe 4 hours or so. This one was pink cupcakes, which was another thing I melted on the pink day. Now this one, this was good, but I think the cupcake toned down the pink a little bit, and so it wasn't quite as strong as the other ones, but it was still good. It lasted about 4 or 5 hours, and it smelled just like it says. It's pink with a little bit of cupcake in it, so it was good. I prefer pink bread, but this was still nice. Okay, moving on to another one. I will talk about rainbow melts next. This is Candy Kisses. Now, this was just a really good sugary sweet, like almost hurts your teeth sweet kind of scent. And it was nice. I did not get a very good throw out of it though. This was from April of last year. I got this in the D-stash, so I knew it might, you know, not work so well. But it was good when it lasted, which I think it lasted maybe 2 or 3 hours. But I don't think it went above like a 7. Like, I don't think it was really like in your face. So that was kind of a bummer. But when you could smell it, it was nice. It just wasn't, like, I couldn't leave the room and still smell it. So that was a bummer. But it was good when I was in the room. This next one from Rainbow Malts is Loopy Candy, which I'm assuming is kind of like that candy scent with Fruit Loops. And this was nice. Let me open it up so I can tell for sure. Yes, so obviously the Fruit Loops is a stronger scent here, which is what I would prefer anyway. And it was really good. I think it lasted a solid 4 hours before it started to fizzle out. And I did about half of this flour chunk in it, so in my 24-watt warmer. And I did really like this scent. I really love Fruit Loops. Like, I could probably just melt Fruit Loops every other day or every day and be okay, at least in one of the warmers. So this was really nice. I liked that it had that candy note to it, so there was a sweetness that wasn't fruity, which was kind of an interesting mix. And so I did really like that one. This next one, the last one from Rainbow Melts, was by far my favorite melt from them, and possibly one of my top 3 melts out of everything you're going to see today. And it is True Blonde. And it shows you the description right there. So it says sweet strawberry, juicy pomegranate, and sparkling berry champagne. Okay, when I first smelled this, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like it. It's alright, but when I read that description and I saw pomegranate, first of all, I knew I was going to love it. But I'm really also into fizzy scents right now. So like Mountain Dew type, fizzy pops, champagne, that kind of stuff. This was so good. I was so sad to have to turn it off. And I'm so glad I only melted half of the little loaf that I have, so I have more. I'm going to savor this because I want to get more. And I hope it's a scent that she still does, because I would like to go get some more. Or even try my hand at blending it somewhere else. But it is so nice. This kicked so well. It lasted easily between 6 and 7 hours, and it never lost momentum. It was probably at least a 9, steady. Like, there was no wavering for this one. So definitely a favorite for me. Loved it. Alright, so I have some miscellaneous vendors I want to talk about before I get into my last 3 big vendors I want to mention. Excuse me. Alright, so this one here was from Kay's Creations and Dippity Days. And I believe I melted this the same day I melted all that Rainbow Melts. And it was good. I melted this in my bedroom. And I really liked it. Like, it was really, I can't smell it so much now. I know it's a little older, so let's see here. I was seeing if I had the scent description on it. Alright, I'm going to go find it. Hold on. Her website says that Dippity Days was blends of berries, apples, and serendipity, which makes sense because I could pick up a little bit of coconut, but I didn't pick up a cherry scent, so I didn't realize it was serendipity, but it was really good. So I have to be really careful with coconut scents. I know I've said that a million times. They are a headache trigger for me, so if they're too strong, I can't melt them because it'll ruin my whole day. It'll just knock me out. So, but I think with the berries and the apples and then the other parts that are in serendipity, that one really toned down the coconut and it made it to be a really nice blend where I didn't have to worry about that. So that was good. It was the only Kay's Creation I have right now. I think I'm all out of her her stuff, so she's definitely on my list to order from next time. So the next one I have here is Up the Creek in Lemon Marshmallow Serendipity Bread. Now, I didn't get a good result from this. I actually don't think I got anything from this, and I think it's just because it's kind of old. So this was a no-go for me. I think it would be great if it were fresh. I think the Lemon Marshmallow Serendipity Bread sounds like a really good blend, but for me, I didn't get any throw from it, and I really do think it's just because it was older wax. Alright, next one here is surprisingly the only front porch I melted this time. That's weird. This one is Blackberry Jam Lemon Marshmallow from Front Porch there, and it smelled really good. Now the lemon is a little bit less than the Blackberry Jam, and the marshmallow, you don't really smell too much of it, but there is a creaminess to the whole scent that kind of makes you think of the marshmallow. I melted this in my bedroom, and I believe I got a decent amount of time. I think I melted it from, let me think, I think I got about 4 or 5 good solid hours out of it at like a 7 or 8 melting level. So I think that was, it was good. Like, my bedroom isn't huge, but it's still a decent size, so it filled the room, and when I walked in I got this nice smell of it, and so I really enjoyed this one. I really love blackberry jam or blackberry anything with lemon. I feel like it's a really good blend. Almost better than blueberry lemon, but not quite. Alright, so the next one was a Rose Girls one, and I was super sad to see this one go. This was the other pink sugar blend I melted on my pink sugar day, and it was an ooey gooey pink sugar cookies. I'm sad to see this one go because I really loved this blend. I feel like she did really well. She has, and I say she, and I mean Jenny from Rose Girls, has amazing pink sugar blends, especially pink sugar bakery, and I really love this one. It lasted. This is 3 years old though, I will say that. So this is, no, is it? No, it's 2 years old. See, I always forget with Rose Girls. This is 2 years old, but it still kicked. It gave a really good steady throw for probably about 5 hours, and it was probably right at like an 8, so I was happy with it. That performance is good for me, and the warmer I had that in is the warmer that kind of feeds into the hallway and flows through the back of my house, and so every time I would walk that way I'd get this awesome whiff of it, and it was so good. Alright, almost done with the random ones. This one was my only one from BZ Tarts and Watermelon Cake. I melted this a couple days ago, and it smelled really good. I can still smell it. It's super strong in this cup. I melted this in my bedroom, and my daughter walked in there. She goes, "Whoa, what are you melting? It smells so good," and it was really good. So I would say that this probably was at least an 8 or 9 throw wise, and then lengthwise probably, you know, 6-ish hours, give or take a little bit. So this was really nice. I like that one. Alright, 2 from Sniff My Tarts, one in Serendipity, and one at Candy Cane. Now, I bought these in stars, like the little stars that she had way back when, and every single time I melted these, I melted them together. And the candy cane always overpowered Serendipity, but a little bit of the Serendipity would come out. So it was like 70% candy cane and 30% Serendipity. But they were old, and I needed to melt them, and this is the last, as far as I know, of my Sniff My Tarts, so I went ahead and got rid of them. And they were okay. They lasted probably 3 or 4 hours, and because they're already super strong scents, I think that's why they came out so well. And it was probably about a 7 throws, so I was just glad to be done with them, only because every time I see them in my box, I feel guilty because they're so old, and I finally melted them and just was done with it. Alright, so the last 2 in my randoms were the last 2 things I have left from Sparkle Tarts, and this first one is Blackberry Jam Butter Cookies, and this one is a very, like, you can tell it's bakery. Like, there wasn't much of the fruitness to it. It was more the cookie part. So the blackberry jam was actually the lighter part versus the cookie. So that's, I've not had that before, but it was still good. I melted that one, and I probably got maybe 3 or 4 hours out of it, and at like a 7 melting level. So it was okay. It wasn't my favorite blackberry jam butter cookie I've had from anybody, and I've had it from most people, so I mean, I won't be, obviously I can't get any more from Sparkle Tarts anyway, but if I were to ever, like if I would ever got more, I wouldn't have ordered that one again from her. The last one though was Blueberry Bread and Cupcakes. Now this one was nice. I put this in my bathroom, and every time I walked in, I'm like, oh, what did I put in here? Like, it surprised me because I liked it so much. I did, but I can't smell it anymore very well, but I did really like it. Like, the bread and cupcakes mixed together with the blueberry, like, all of that just screamed me, so it was really good. I think I got easily 6 hours or so out of that, and it was probably right around like a 7 or 8 melting level, so that was good. Alright, so I need to hurry up and get this video done because it's going to be a long one. So the next vendor I need to talk about is Dessa's. I thought I melted more. I know I did. I'm missing stuff. And I think I know what one I'm missing, so I'll just talk about it. So the first one I melted yesterday in Fizzy Appletini, which was good. I don't think I got it very long though, which was kind of a bummer. I think what my issue was with that one is I put one mason jar tart, which is not very big, in my 24-watt hot plate warmer, which is the big bowl. And so I think what it was is that one melted for a good 3 to 4 hours, and I got a medium throw, and I probably like a 7 throw, and then it was pretty much done from there. I think it's because I needed more wax in there. I don't, maybe that's just me, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like it was just because there wasn't enough wax, so maybe there wasn't enough to really like boost the scent out of that warmer. But when it was melting, it was nice, and I will order that one again. I want to try it in a scent shot, see if that bigger amount will work, but also I'm going to try it in my 20-watt warmer, see how it does. This next one is probably one of my favorites from her so far, and it's Sparkling Spritzer. It was so good. Oh, it's still so strong in this package. Very nice. Okay, so, but I blended that with fresh picked strawberries. Now, other people have had really great luck with her fresh picked strawberries, but I did not. I know I mentioned in my Dessa's haul that when I first melted it, it smelled waxy. I didn't smell the strawberry or anything like that. So, I was like, oh, maybe it'll be better when it melts. And as it sat a little while, the fresh strawberry scent came out, which I will say this, it was very authentic. It was very much like you're putting your face in a carton of fresh strawberries. But when I melted it with this, I think this overpowered it because I couldn't smell the strawberries at all. And so I'm chalking it up that this was stronger than that. Now, fresh strawberries is not a scent I would normally get anyway, so it's not like I have to worry about it for the future. And I did let Dessa know that that was my experience with the fresh strawberry, but other people had great luck with it, so it's probably just my nose. I wouldn't chalk it up to her wax by any means. So I know that that one I basically didn't get anything from. I do think it was because of what I blended it with though. So, but this one did last all day, probably I would say easily 6 hours, and at like an 8 melting level. It was so good. I definitely want more of that. And I think I talked about cherry limeade in my last video, so if I'm pretty sure I did, so I will let that one go. I don't have the wrapper for it, so I'm assuming I talked about it last time. Hey guys, so I realized I didn't talk about cherry limeade from Dessa's in my last video because I just found the wrapper. Apparently I need to be a little more careful with that. But anyway, so this was the cherry limeade scent I melted from Dessa's. And it was so far my favorite scent from her. I know I really like Sparkling Spritzer, but I think the cherry limeade was just perfect. I love lime scents right now too, so the limeade, like fizziness from that, but then the cherry with it, which I don't really like cherry, was just this perfect like blend with it. It smelled like I was putting my face in a cup of Sonic cherry limeade. It was so good. I think I got a good, I would say 6 hours out of that one. Sorry, a good 6 hours out of that one, and it easily threw it a 9. So good. That one is on the top of my list for me to order from her again, so I'm very excited for that one. Okay, let's get back to the rest of the video now. Hey guys, so I realized I didn't talk about cherry limeade from Dessa's in my last video because I just found the wrapper. Apparently I need to be a little more careful with that. But anyway, so this was the cherry limeade scent I melted from Dessa's. And it was so far my favorite scent from her. I know I really like sparkling Spritzer, but I think the cherry limeade was just perfect. I love lime scents right now too, so the limeade, like fizziness from that, but then the cherry with it, which I don't really like cherry, was just this perfect like blend with it. It smelled like I was putting my face in a cup of Sonic cherry limeade. It was so good. I think I got a good, I would say 6 hours out of that one. Sorry, a good 6 hours out of that one, and it easily threw it a 9. So good. That one is on the top of my list for me to order from her again, so I'm very excited for that one. Okay, let's get back to the rest of the video now. So we're gonna move on. Alright, so the next vendor I want to talk about is what I'm very excited about, and it is 30th Street Crafts. So my friend Fawn, hi Fawn, sent me some 30th Street stuff in a package she sent me last year, and I didn't touch it. I hadn't touched it this whole time. So I pulled them out of the box they were in, and I sniffed them, and I read the scent description, like, ooh, that's right, what I'm liking right now. I'm gonna melt these. So the first one I melted was Emerald City, and I'll put the scent description right there for you. And if you can see, they're both from early May of 2014. So they're little, you know, they're a year old. And so I melted both of these on the same day. This one is good. Now the scent has kind of gone away from the bag. But this one, I could smell that Granny Smith green apple over anything else in the scent. So like the juicy honeydew melon and the sweet spun sugar were like the side notes to it, but this was so good. It was not as strong as the next one I'm about to show you, but it was still good. And the cool thing about this one was it went in waves. Like I would go in the kitchen and not smell it, but then I'd come back through and it would be like right there. Or I'd walk into the kitchen an hour later and it was right there. So like it kind of just moved around, and it was really nice. I would say I melted these both. I think I melted them both for about 6 hours or so. Yeah, I'd say about a solid 6 hours. This one was a decent 8 on a melting level. I definitely think that this one, like when it threw, got at least an 8. And it was yummy. I would definitely order that one again. But this next one was my favorite of the two, and it's Secrets of the Sideshow. And I'll check you, or I'll let you see the scent description there. Alright, so this one, I think it's because of the effervescent sparkling lemonade, and then I could also detect the orange. It says that there's fresh strawberry and tropical guava and pineapple, which I can believe that it has all those scents. I can believe that it has all those scents because it smelled amazing. It was super bright with those, like the orange notes and citrus notes, and then that sparkling like lemonade effervescent scent. That is what stood out the most to me, and I loved it. This one was so good. I know I got an easy 6 hours out of it, and it was a 10 all day, every day. It was a 10 all the time it was melting. I would totally buy this one again if she ever has it back. I loved it. Okay, so almost done. Alright, so the next vendor I want to talk about is Sassy Girl Aroma. So this first scent that I melted from her is this one. And the scent description for this is an estery green citrus bouquet with orange and lemon notes on a sweet vanilla background. She said it smells like orange cake, and that is so true. When I was melting it, I picked up the lemon. That's what I was picking up, but I couldn't tell. Like, I'm not good with not knowing what's melting. Like, I can kind of guess, but my nose just doesn't work that way. But I could pick up the lemon, and now that I've known this, like when I went back and smelled it, I could smell the orange, and it was so good. And then whatever the cake, like the vanilla-y scent to it, totally creamed it out. This was in my bedroom, and I melted this. Let's see. This was a good day. I don't remember what else I melted with it, but it was a good day. I melted this, and oh my goodness, it was so good. I kept wanting to go to my bedroom just to smell it. I think I got at least 6 hours out of it, and it was a solid 9 the whole time. Perfect. I definitely want more of that. This next one I have here is Red Delicious Grapefruit Cotton Candy Fluff. Obviously, the Cotton Candy Fluff was kind of not there very much. And the Red Delicious Grapefruit, when you first smell this, you think you're smelling apple. And then the grapefruit like hits you in the face. so that's what it smelled like. It was good. I think it lasted about 4 hours in my 20-watt hot plate warmer, and it was probably about a 7 melting wise. So it was good. I wish it would have been a little stronger, but it was still nice. This one I adore. And I can still kind of smell it. So this one was lavender mallow cookie. And my husband, this was in one of those big fluted hearts. And my husband melted this in our bathroom one day when he wanted to melt. And so he did that, and I think it turned out well. I wasn't here all day when he melted that one, but he said he liked it. It was, I would say the time frame was probably about 7 hours. I don't know if it lasted that whole time. By the time I got home, it was only about a 5 melting level. So, but he said it was strong before that. So I know it was good, and that one's a little older. So, I mean, I would still order it again because I really like that scent. Next one here was my final last chunk. I feel like I had like 7 of these things. Apple pie, blueberry muffin, ice cream. This one is good. The apple pie is the dominant scent because it's got a little bit of a spicy bakery note to it. The blueberry muffin kind of comes out after that. The ice cream I don't really smell. It could be just because that apple pie is so dominant. But it was still really good. I liked that one. I think I got an easy 5 hours out of that. And it was probably a good 7 melting levels. So, alright. Next two I have here, I melted, I think either just yesterday or the day before. Oh, this one was just yesterday. Pink strawberry frosting cake. Now the pink is not pink sugar. It's just like pink frosting. And then it's strawberry white cake. So, that is still really strong. It was good. I had this in my warmer that feeds into the hallway. The one actually right there. And, so every time I walked down there, I could smell it. I say probably an easy 5 hours, give or take a little bit. And this is a good 7 melting. So it was nice. It wasn't too like in your face because that is a really sweet strawberry. So I also didn't really want it in my face, but it was good. I liked that one. This next one I was really looking forward to, and it is birthday cake blackberry jam butter cookie. I'm glad I still have some left. This one is super good. The blackberry jam is by far the strongest note in that, but it's got a sweetness to it. It's not tart in any way. The birthday cake kind of gives a creaminess to it, but it's not so much to where it overpowers it at all. This lasted probably, I'd say 4 or 5 good hours, and then it was probably right at like a 7-8 melting level. So I was happy with that. I could still smell it, and I could still enjoy it. So I did really like that one. I would buy that one again. Just gotta go over here. Okay, we're almost done, That would be why. Okay, so the last thing I have from Sassy Girl Aroma is Smurfs in the Kitchen. Now, I gotta be honest, and smelling it in the bag like this, I could sit here and do this all day. But when it melted, it didn't throw as well as I was hoping it would. I put 2 little chunks in my 20-watt hot plate warmer, my Glade warmer, and I feel like either the one I had out here was overpowering it, which never really happens because it feeds to the hallway, or something, but I didn't get as good of a throw out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that one sit for a while. I didn't think there was supposed to be a long cure time. I'd had it a week when I melted it. So I'm going to let it sit a while longer. Because I remember with my Everything But Her kitchen sink, when I first got it, I couldn't smell the pink sugar. But I let that baby sit a month, and oh my goodness, it was blowing my mind when I melted it finally. So I'm going to let that sit in my cure box for a while, see if that helps. But it was good. Like, it's awesome on cold sniff, but I don't think I got very good throw. Maybe like a 4 or 5 when I melted it. But it did last, so that was weird. Like, it lasted a while, but there was like hardly no scent. Like, it was there, but it wasn't. Okay, now I'm just confusing myself, so I'm going to stop talking about that one. Alright, the last things I want to talk about are these clamshells before I move on to my final vendor and my most favorite vendor right now. So this first one I melted was fresh pulled taffy from Better Homes and Gardens. This one is so good. Like, I want to go back and get some more. I'm mad at myself, I only bought one, but it was really good. I love how sugary it is and how sweet it is. Very fruity. I loved it. That one was in my bedroom, and probably, I would say I got a good 5 hours out of it at like a 7 melting level. It was really good. This last one I finished up a clamshell of a dual scented one in meadow and melon. So it's fresh cut grass and watermelon. And I love that blend. It's so funny. I love the smell of this. I think it's so spring-like. It is so good. Absolutely love it. This one I melted in my 20-watt hot plate warmer. I did get more of the melon than the grass, but it was just because I had more melon cubes left than the grass, so it kind of wasn't an exact equal blend, but it was good. I think I got that for a good solid 4 hours, probably at like a 6 or 7 melting level, but it was good in my kitchen, so I would buy it again if I had to. The next one I have to talk about is sugared lavender twist. So I finished a clamshell of it, and then I got 2 cubes out of a new one. This one, you guys, it's like pink sugar at the drugstore or like at Walmart. It's just, I think I have 2 or 3 of these on backup. That's not going to be enough. I melt through this and I just want to keep melting it. It's so good. I don't smell lavender at all. Like my friend Jess said that it's basically pink sugar, and I don't know why I didn't think of that, but it really is. It's so good. So good. I love it so, so much. Okay. The last vendor I'm going to talk to you guys about today is Old Primitive Treasures. I am in love with this vendor. And let me tell you why. Because her stuff is so good. I melted, let me show you this one. So this is the only one I would say that, well no, I guess there's 2 that I didn't get like a super strong throw from, but they still smelled really good. So this first one, this is some Hocus Pocus in my cute little green owls. I love this one. I believe this one is like caramel apple cotton candy, or caramel apple kettle corn, like that kind of blend, like you see like carnival time, all that kind of stuff. And it smells really good right now. I think I'm gonna let it sit for a little longer. But I got like I would say I got about 5 hours out of it, but it only went up to like a 7 throw. So I don't think it's because it's her wax. I think it's just, I'm going to try it in a different warmer as well though, and just kind of play around with it. But it was good when I could smell it. So I really do like that one. The next one I melted, which is probably one of my favorite scents ever now, is Best Friends. This is a pomegranate berry blend. And it's so yummy. But Best Friends is so good. My only sad thing about it is I bought it in that big sunflower, and then I used it all. Like I cut it in half and filled 2 warmers with it, and I'm just like, what was I thinking? I should have quartered it like I did a different one. But I may have placed an order this morning and got more. I'll leave that up to you guys to wonder. It is so good. I really, really, really love pomegranate right now. And so this is amazing. And I can only imagine like the blends that you could do with this. Oh my gosh, it'd be so good. Love it. Alright, the next one I have here was my Satsuma. What I did with this is very exciting to me. I feel all like cool and stuff when I talk about this one. But I was posting in the Old Primitive Treasures group on Facebook that I was trying to figure out my own blends. And I knew I wanted to blend Satsuma, Lemon Berry Twist, and then something else. And I was between cotton candy, candy fluff, and Mountain Dew type. And so I realized after talking to someone in the group that I had 3 of those on hand. I had the Lemon Berry Twist, which, by the way, melting it by itself is amazing. This was so good. I think both this and Best Friends easily gave me 6 hours, and they were probably both a 9. They were so, so good. You guys know I love lemon and blueberry anyway, so obviously this would have to be for me. So this was good. And then the sets. So what I did is I blended this and Satsuma, and then I melted candy fluff with it. Now, when I blended these 3, Satsuma came out first because I think it's a stronger scent. But then when the lemon and the lemon berry twist started to mix with it, the mix was so good. Like that is when I kind of recreated the Ava's lemon berry or the lemon Satsuma cake. They were so good together, and I have a blend possibly coming with these 2 and Mountain Dew type I'm very excited about. So these 2 together were amazing. Now the candy fluff, I don't feel like it came out very much. I think it's because these 2 are just so strong this one couldn't compete. By itself, it is very creamy, very sweet. I melted 1 of the mason jars that I have in it. I have a whole other pack of them still in my 24 hot plate warmer. I'm going to try it again on my 20-watt hot plate warmer, because when I melted this by itself in the 24 yeah, hot plate warmer. I don't feel like I got a super good throw. I feel like it was very light, and I only got like maybe 3 or 4 hours out of it. So maybe it was just too hot of a warmer. So I'm going to try this, because even smelling it right now, it smells really good. I'm going to try this in my 20-watt warmer and see how it does. But I think this would be good for blending. Like, if I wanted to pop it in with just Satsuma, I feel like it'll cream the Satsuma out a little bit. You might not pick this up as much, but at least if it toned down that Satsuma, you can tell that it's evening it out. So this one I think is only going to be a blender for me from now on, because I don't know how well it will do on its own. But I do still want to have it on hand, because I think it's great to pop in with those kind of scents. The last one I had from Old Primitive Treasures was Sweet Cream, and this was a sample I got from her. Now, I melted this on its own in my 20 watt glaze warmer. And I was at home a good part of the day that this melted. This was the day my husband melted, and so I gave him this to melt. And this blended with the coffee scents we had going in the house, and it was really nice. It gave a really good like sweetness and creaminess to the like bitterness of what some of the coffee was, and I like it. I think this would be really good for blending with coffee scents. Like, I possibly maybe also ordered a chunk bag of Chunky Coffee Crack, which is a really awesome coffee blend that she has. So this, like, put a little bit of this in with that and it would be really good. So I think that this is great for blending. From what I can gather from what my husband told me, this probably went, I would say it went about 4 or 5 hours strong at like a 7. So that was good for a sweet cream scent that is pure like creaminess and not anything else really added to it. I don't think you can go wrong with this. So, oh my word, you guys, this video is so long. I'm so sorry. But there was just so much goodness I had to talk about. I will make sure that I film again before it gets this big, because I know that it's just crazy. But also, I think I'm going to start doing what I call vendor showcase videos. So like all this Old Primitive Treasures, I would have done in a separate video, and then I would have just told you guys about it, and you guys could have watched that one if you wanted to, because I sometimes want to talk in depth about a vendor, and I feel like if I'm putting it in my What I've Been Melting video, it just makes the video too long. Let me know what you guys think. Does that sound good to you guys? Do you want to see separate videos for if I really want to talk in depth about a vendor, or just throw it all together and make it a long video? I'm okay either way, just let me know. But I have a 30 Street Wax haul coming. I just got the click and ship this morning, which is super excited. I have a tiny front porch haul I'll show you guys probably when I get my second package today. And then I'm admitting to it now, I did place another Old Primitive Treasures order this morning, and I'm ordering from Lilac Sensations either today or tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. My friend Fawn was telling me about them, and I checked out her website. She has some amazing blends I really want to try and some really cute shapes, so that'll be coming soon. So I have lots of more fun videos coming for you guys. I've been working a lot, but I also have really been enjoying the wax world. It's really the only hobby I kind of want to be in right now, and when I have spare time, not with my family, I spend it enjoying that. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm sorry this video is so long. I hope you enjoyed it, and until my next one, I'll see you later. Bye.